Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing today? Listen to this prophecy. We are looking at, what went down before the recent presidential elections of the United States. So many people have come, they came out in those days. I really don't understand why people are doing what they're doing, but one thing is obvious. It is a marketplace, so everybody wants to be relevant. And somehow they are defaming the church. They are defaming Christianity. Now listen to this one first. This very one is a person that you are familiar with. Let us go there.
You are welcome to the End Time Truth Television, the channel for the lovers of truth, for the truth of the end time. So if you are a lover of truth, give us a subscription and God bless you. Shalom.
During the crossover, I spoke to us about the American election. I think last month again, I spoke to us still about the American election. Today, I'm going to move a little bit forward. Like I said to you last month, I said, there's a shift, but I cannot say. I've not gotten complete clarity. So I asked the Lord. So the Lord showed me this vision.
O Senhor
I saw
essa visão.
wide lions.
Eu vi dois leões grandes,
Looked like
brancos.
a female
Parecia uma
lion,
leoa
and the male lion
E
looked
leão.
very rugged, hungry,
estava
angry.
com fome.
The only difference is that the female lion had food in her mouth that she has killed, and there is a flag
na sua boca.
of America
E
on
tinha
the
uma
female
emblema
lion.
aqui,
I don't know
dos
what it
Estados
means.
Unidos.
Don't try to tell me the interpretation.
No
Even me,
voy para
I'm
mí
praying for the
dizer.
interpretation. This year, American election is going to be
As eleições
very
desse
dramatic than what they have 4 years ago. The drama and the
atrás.
intrigues, it's going to be mysterious.
Now, you see, part of this is just part of those gimmicks. Already, without you interpreting what you are saying, we already know what you are saying, what you are trying to pass, onto the people. The female lion had a catch in her mouth and wrapped with the American flag. And we shouldn't tell you what this means. I mean, this is just, these are the things that I don't understand. And it is not clear to you. Why are you saying it's knife? The thing is not clearer to you. You don't know, you don't understand it. And the Lord has not made it very clear to you. Why in a hurry to come and bring it out? And of course, you have shown us, you've told us what it is. But it doesn't end here.
There should be no overconfidence on any side. I am worried. I'm seeing the day of election. I'm seeing the
Estou
updates
preocupado, estou vendo
coming
o dia
in.
das eleições
I want to
também.
say just one thing and I'll keep quiet.
Quero falar somente uma coisa depois de
There
me
is
calar.
a mystery between the Electoral College and the
O lugar
overrun numbers.
E o
So I'm seeing one
completo,
candidate
em total.
having
Estou vendo
the whole vote and the numbers are increasing. I'm
Estou
looking
vendo
at
os
the
números
Electoral
subindo.
College.
Estou vendo da
I'm seeing a lot of twists that I cannot
Estou
explain.
vendo
So
muita mudança.
if I'm any of the candidates,
Se eu sou
I will not be
candidato,
praying alone to have the highest vote.
não irei
I'll be
orar
praying
sozinho para ter.
that apart from having the highest vote,
Ore para
the Electoral College should favor me. It's a food for thought.
And who actually doesn't know that the American presidential election has always been decided by the Electoral College votes? Who doesn't know that? So is it new? Who doesn't know that? Now you see, the man is trying to err on the side of caution so that you will not pin anything on him and say, did you not tell us it was the woman or the man? But actually, before we got here, he has already told us who would win the election. It's the woman, the female lion with a catch in her mouth and wrapped in American flag. Gimmicks.
So that history should not repeat itself.
para
I
que a
leave it there.
história
If I have more clarity, I don't know who is for or who is against,
não
I will come back again and tell you again. If I have the overall vote
Assim que
and my
tiver
numbers is high, this
os
college
números
thing,
foram maiores.
and that is very interesting. This Electoral College,
Essa contagem eleitoral,
it should also back my number. I did not say more than this.
eu não disse mais que isso.
I'm worried. So if I am any of the candidates, as I'm working for the overall number, I should also be working for the Electoral College that determines so many twists.
Well, that was Iginla there. He's not actually our focus on this. Our focus is the lady Celestial, the voice of the master. Is that the voice of the master's channel? I think that is the name of her channel, Celestial. She came out and she actually, according to her, I don't know, I've not seen the 15, that she has about 15 prophecies on who would win this election. And I was privileged to actually have brought one or two of those prophecies here. And I've waited for this day to come so that we will compare and contrast. Eventually, maybe you didn't watch it. Here happens to be one of those predictions of hers.
But I had a dream, and when the dream started, there was nothing in the dream. It was just God speaking to me. And this is what the Lord said. He said, Kamala Harris is the next president of the USA. Therefore, do not ask me for grace. Do not pray for mercy or ask me for grace.
Now, to even start with, this contradicts the character of God. We know that, yes, there is the judgment of God. When it comes, it comes. But even the most wicked of kings in those days, in the land of Israel, Ahab by name, received a judgment from God. And he humbled himself before the Lord, and God sent back the prophet and said, see thou how that Ahab has humbled himself before me. Now go back and tell him that even though I will still bring to pass those things, but I will allow him to at least die first before I begin to kill his sons in his presence. All right. And Ahab was okay with it. So I don't really know about this God that we say, don't ask me for mercy, don't ask me for grace. Is there no longer room for repentance where God is, if actually there is a judgment coming against America and against the people? Has God, foreclosed the possibility of repentance and mercy? After all in America are not wicked. God still has people who are his own in America, including herself, because I think she would put herself in the equation that she is of God. So I don't understand, because whatever happens in America, if God refuses to show mercy, will it also affect her in that light? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I will have no more mercy on the United States. She must pay for her crimes. I will not change the course of events, and Kamala Harris will be the president. It will be a surprise for America, a surface coup for the USA. A woman president at last, they will think, and a black one at that. The Lord said, it is a move of stunning brilliance that will anger and alienate much of the country, because even those who voted Democrat will not see this coming. This is not what they wanted for the next 4 years. However, it will give the girl power movements and the feminist agenda in this country unprecedented fuel for the fire, and a wave of insurgent women will rise across the country.
So that happens to be one of the many prophecies that she gave about this thing. And you see, she was so sure and putting the name of the Lord there on the line, unlike the first one we saw from Iginla. Iginla said it was not yet clear, but he actually went ahead to say what it was. But then this woman said, take it from me, and the instructions that God gave to her. Now listen to the second prophecy.
So late last night, I was in prayers, and after I'd finished the prayers and I was about to sleep, the Lord spoke to me so clearly, and he said, tell them these things from me.
Did you get that? This thing from me. From whom? Who is the me? From the Lord. No messing about, no beating about the bush. This thing from me. Okay?
Tell them that these things will surely come to pass. There is no help anymore. America has surrendered her position. She has been taken over by the dragon. Tell them what I said. Kamala Harris is coming, and with her, some of the most dire times in U.S. history. When times are dire, we're looking at famine, flood, the lack of agriculture, the crash of money. Dire means when the human being is put into such severe straits that if you look at every single part of your life, Every single part is failing. Every single part is not working. Every single part is a cause for fame, for pain. You're losing family members. You're losing friends. People are being buried left, right, and center. There is no work in the economy. There is no money in the economy. There is no economic health. There is no social health. The children are out of control. The children are being taken away by God. When things are dire, it literally means they have come to a point of no hope. God says that when you see Kamala Harris coming into power, she is bringing with her some of the worst times that this nation has ever passed through. He said she will be the president of this country and there's nothing to be done about it. Tell them it will be loss of freedom and loss of life like never before. Tell them from me that America will never be great again and that decline and economic rot will eat this nation from the ground up.
See, very specific. Tell them from me, from the Lord. And, you'll be surprised to know her reaction after this has come. But that will continue in part 2 of this video. But the thing is this, we don't know if, Kamala Harris will still become president of the United States of America. But this prophecy, dealt with the now and not the now after. Not after Donald Trump. Not even, maybe in the next 1 year or 2 years or so. It has to be now. And there was, the prophecy of this woman that actually meant that Joe Biden was not going to last. Eventually his exit will pave the way for Kamala Harris to take over. And that's never happened. That one failed. And this one also has failed. Now, my concern on all these things is that I don't know how come in our own time, it's like the God of the Bible has become, a confused God, not our God. Their God has become a confused God that doesn't know what will happen again. He doesn't even have the power to fulfill the things he has said would come. That is not the God of the Bible that we know. This God of the Bible knows the end before it began. This God of the Bible knows, how it will be, even before the existence of whatever it was, whatever it is. But today we are seeing the God they're projecting to us as the God that gets in the middle of the game and will change the goalposts. However, that was Celestial and Joshua Iginla for you. See you in the second part of this video. Don't miss that, because Celestial actually reacted. She has responded, and her response will wow you. God bless you. See you in the next video. Till then, from me to you, Shalom.